pull them down more. And because smaller breasts, you just start that same starting point right here, and then just draw them smaller. If they're bigger, they extend out this way a little bit more, they have a little more side boob, and they're going to come down a lot more, so they're going to come down more. And the bigger they are, the more space they're going to occupy, but they're still going to attach to the same area. And the nipples will fall down too because of gravity. This is a gigantic breast, but you get an idea. That's literally what happens when you have women that have super, like, triple E boobs, whatever they are, whatever size that is, when they get so huge like that, to where they get so big that they don't have a bra holding them up, they're going to hang down almost to their belly button. And those are like they're perky, even though they're quite large, because gravity hasn't taken a hold of the skin yet and started to stretch it down. And once it does, though, once they reach like 23, 25, they're going to definitely have breasts that, even if they had breast implants, that gravity is going to pull them down. That's why every so often, people that have breast implants get a breast tuck. They take the skin, I think up here somewhere, and they basically cut some of the skin out and they reattach it back with the collarbone, wherever it is they attach it. They basically remove skin and then stitch it back together so that they're stretching the skin back together again. So they're basically lifting the breast up by doing that. By stretching the skin back up this way, they're allowing the breast to be lifted up, not falling down so much. So from the side view, instead of the breast being way shaped like this, there's rib cage, they remove some skin here and sew this back up here, in effect changing the shape of the breast to be more like younger. All right, so you got to decide how old the person is, or how elastic their skin is and stuff like that, how you're going to draw the breast. Typically in comic books, everyone has awesome, perfect, super young skin, even if they're like 30 years old, typically is what people do in comic books. But anyway, so taking the small breast woman, then all you have to do, I'm going to make a copy of this because I want this, is take this and erase this. I'm going to go to transparent, pick a bigger brush, and let's go and erase this. This is actually a really cool trick in my. I'm gonna zoom in now. So now when I draw the breast, I'm gonna have that same connecting point. So that point's the same. Right where that folded of skin. All I'm gonna do is just right here. That's where the breast is gonna start. I'm gonna have it come out a little bit. And I know it has this kind of like a heart shape. Like this is the general shape of the breast because they fall to the side. Again, I go into all this in my anatomy course. There's always space between your breasts. Remember that. Unless you're like have some sort of bra on. Even if you have breast implants and you're super young and nice tight skin, you're not going to have just cleavage for no reason. Unless even if they were just done, I don't think that can happen. Unless you've got them surgically done to pull together like that, you need some sort of bra on that pushes them together to where you have cleavage on here. Otherwise, just being nude, you're not going to have cleavage. So, draw that kind of same shape, and the shape is determined by, again, the age of the skin. I'm not getting really detailed with this because YouTube seems to not like it. It's a tutorial and not like porno or something. Right. So anyway, they're not totally even, but that's fine because this shoulder is actually a little bit higher than this one, and the nose. This shoulder's been pulled back. This one's been pulled up, and I should raise the breast a little bit, anyways. But I could draw them exactly the same as this. That's how it came out. So that's how they came out. And what's kind of cool is a lot of people don't have the same breast inside. So it kind of works because for that reason. It's like whatever. Because it's actually realistic. That is, some people have different sizes before they go like that. I'd actually redraw those lines a little bit to get the idea. One thing I like to do when I draw breast in the nude for comic books is to kind of stipple these lines right here, maybe even stipple a couple lines right here, just to kind of show that there's some breast there. And there it is. That's a simple trick you can do when enlarging breasts. And I can enlarge these and make them boobs. Let's just go ahead and use this same thing again. I can make this so much bigger. Just erasing where I want the breast to be and then drawing them out. And so let's say you have some crazy side boob. This would be very unrealistic as far as the breasts are this big, they'd be hanging down a lot further. But base, remember, this is where the attachment points.